Hey, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for watching. Make sure you slide over, subscribe, give it a like if you enjoy the video. I'm gonna continue on tinkering on this, so gotta pull this head off. Kind of halfway washed it. Birds are already making a mess of everything. Gotta pull the kernel processor out of it, put the chute in between. So on these older machines, they don't come out through the back like a new one. You gotta pull the cutter housing. I'm pretty good at it, but it's still got a lot of buildup of corn. And when I blew the hydraulic oil inside of it when I blew the line, so probably go drop this head and get after that. Well, maybe we won't do that. Battery's dead. I know why. I left the relay on the selector switch to go between the fold and the spout. Whoops. This takes forever to charge, so maybe we won't do this today, but we'll go get the battery pack, or jumper pack. That bird just went in the chopper. Are you kidding me? Oh, they're already up in the top. See that? Think we can get it out of there? Get out. Crazy. Two batteries, and I actually got this. It wouldn't start in the winter. It was so cold and the batteries were junk, so I bought this without actually hearing it run. They sent me a video of it running like beforehand, and then they sent me a video when it started, but it was cold that day. Flew out to Ohio, checked this out, and bought the dump, give me a second. Bought that H&S box in Ohio as well. But I put new batteries in, but this was my mistake. This is the second time I've done this year. I'll have to get an extension cord. So many projects to do. Hey, there's an extension cord. Think it's long enough? It's the only one in here right now. We'll see. Hey, we got some life. Get some amperage. No battery detected. What do we got going on? Uh-oh. Push select to override. Guess I wasn't on there good. There we go. So this is charging. Amateur hour out here. This is another try. I don't even know if it's gonna start. It was pretty dead. What are you doing? Oh, we got power. Some power. We'll switch it to the other battery. Give that a try. Let's give this another try. That's good. But it's still a mess. There we go. Yeah. Probably should take that battery charger off before I drive away with it, right? Still the seat out of the 7520. Still hasn't moved for some reason. Threw it in the garbage pile. It ended up back over here. I don't people ask me, well, not a lot, some, why I pressure wash my chopper instead of just blowing it off. I really don't know if I could get away with just blowing the chopper off with the amount of slime and oil and stuff on it. Yeah, it would be great if it wouldn't have any hydraulic leaks, but we blew a hydraulic line, so can't really help that. So that's why I pressure wash it. So then I let it dry. I'm gonna drop this head and pressure wash the back side of the head, pick the head back up, move it over there, out of the way. So I'll take hydraulics off and everything. But yeah, that's my plan. It's really not that bad to take these heads off. Sure beats the pull type, I'll tell you that. I still got to get one pin for the legs on the right side to hold it in. Right now I got a zip tie holding it up. There's Yanko. Dog's name's Yanko, for everybody who's asked. There we go. And we got two pieces. That's really not too dirty left, so I'll clean that up. That way that's done. So what I got to do on this is pretty clean other than inside of it, on the cab and inside here. So the whole cutter housing comes out and I'll clean that. So all this built up and stuff like that, all that nasty corn goop and stuff, so that all comes out, so I can pull the kernel processor in there and put an intermediate pipe for grass. So I'm not sure if we're going to chop more grass or not, but I want it ready for the spring. So we'll get this all cleaned up this last little bit, pull some of these out. Got some pieces of corn growing in places. There's some dirt packed in. So when I got this, I had wasn't clean either, but yeah. You gonna wash this for me? Hey, you gonna wash this? Or if he's barking at this, it means there's a mouse in it. So he's gonna do his supervising, and last year he was barking at this, and sure enough, a big fat rat came running out. We're gonna get this cleaned up. Well, that was nasty. So it's missing this cap on this side. Just pulled all of that out, which most of that is not from me. Let's say it ran for years like that. So we're gonna have to do that. The other thing is we got to do this bearing housing. That's why this side loosens up, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, we'll get this pressure washed up, and yeah, we'll go through it in a little bit. So not right away, but I'll move it back out to the shop at some point. But got all these little nooks and crannies where stuff was sitting, so. Well, got everything washed up on the head. I'm sure this is gonna get washed again before I work on it again. So we'll see how the winter goes, how the weather goes, how my ambitions go. But pretty much on this, gotta weld a few things, some wear spots, things like that. And then other than that, fixing where I got a broken bolt in this one, which if you haven't watched it, go back, watch all the chopping videos. There's I don't know, 6-7 parts, so some of it will explain on this. So I got a broken bolt in one of these drums. Got to change the bearings. I'm going to do both tops. This got some wear to it, so we're going to weld the new panels on that so we get some more life out of that. And then I bent one of the wings. One wing's loose and one wing got bent, so yeah. But otherwise, I'm going to move this over. It's going to go sit over with my other stuff, and I'll pop this U-joint out. Otherwise, that might be gone when I pick it up. So we'll move it over. I'm going to grab the grass head and I'll give that a wash down. We'll put these tools away. Keys are in it.
And by $1 billion.
Jam into some talk radio. Get this out of my way. Hey, we still got battery. Goal for next year, get these back windows and side windows tinted. That way you don't see the reflection of me in every video. I guess while we're in here, and we got a bunch of subscribers and a lot of people that never run a 695. So, you got your steering wheel, you got your brakes. We don't use those. You got your spelt pivot control, that's what that is. Oh, there's some keys probably to the gate. So, when you're not running that, you flip it over, you got some Dayquil, because my allergies are bad. So, then you got your stick. So, you got up, down, spout up, down, forward, backwards, and then drop forward, backwards as far as the feed rollers, and then drop the spout, so when it's running you can hit that and it just floats to the ground. Same with header, pretty much basic functions. Main switch to start everything. You got 2 speeds, you got start and you got full speed. So, and then you got a 3-speed gearbox, and then we're not doing that again where I left it on. That's my splitter to run the front because they didn't actually come with the front. Yeah, pretty much that's it. It does have AC, works pretty good. It just slowly leaks over the years, and got spelt cam that I can switch. I got 2 cameras, so it came with camera to hook up to wagons because the previous people chopped into wagons. But yeah, not as much room as an 800 series, but, and somebody mentioned my squeaky wheel. I know, I might have to get that fixed for next year for you guys. So I'll just leave the hydraulics off and scoot this back, spin it around, try not to hit nothing. Set it over there and grab the hay head, give it a little rinse, and that'll probably be enough for tonight. I hate having these short days. Should we pick Yanko up? There he is. We'll give him a beep. Come on! Well, I sat here long enough watching Barstool pizza review because it popped up, and well, let's shut the lights off. Yeah, the battery's dead now. This is fun. I knew that was gonna happen. I was just so into the pizza review. So, big Barstool fan. Big Barstool. Well, at least we're closer. It's dark, you guys can't see nothing. So, I'll mosey on over here, flip some lights on. Still got a pressure wash just the bottom. So the main reason I was pressure washing that was so when I work on it, I don't get covered in anything. Where have you been? He just wants to go home and get dinner. Well, we got a little bit left, bud. Back in business. Just had to throw it on for a second. The batteries aren't bad. The alternator's not bad. It's just that I sat with the lights on for a while and I never let it charge up. So that probably doesn't help me either. Ran it around, shut it off. Ran it around, shut it off. So, yeah. Just amateur hour. Not enough time in the day. I'll get that picked up. All cleaned up, leaving it run, let it charge up a little bit. Probably should shut the lights off, but this is what went on. So as you see, I got some stuff that's smashed in, one that's missing. So I got 3 that I needed to replace pretty much, but they're not too bad. I've already done a few of them, but amateur hour. Rake driver puts a row on a rock. You don't know it, you're cruising along 5-6 miles an hour and then right into her. So gotta get my other head. So this is a 220 head, and I got a 300 that came with the parts chopper. So that's 2.2 meters, what, 7.5 foot or something, compared to a 3 meter head, which is 9 foot. So yeah, I'll get this moved over and I'll get this parked up, and that will be enough for tonight. I will be going to Iowa in 2 weeks. Up until then, I got a lot of wrenching to do. Get my truck, trailer, everything set up, get a whole load. I got to stop in Wisconsin, up north of Green Bay, for 2 things. 2 things that are the same, so I'm a little excited for that. Then we're gonna go get the 7520 transmission out in Iowa, along with some other parts for a 7520. And then I got to stop in Illinois on the way back, so we might have, and I know we're gonna have some stops, so join along. Like I said, the next 2 weeks is probably just gonna be some wrenching, getting things ready like that. I don't plan on hauling any manure until I'm back from the Iowa trip. But the Iowa trip, I'm pretty excited. We're gonna put some sweet stops in, hopefully visit some people, get some good footage for you guys. I figure that's gonna be like a 5-day adventure. Got some buddies that are gonna join along, I think. So that'll do it for tonight. So really appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate how much support in the last like 5 days I've had. So been pretty awesome as far as how many people have joined the channel, how many comments I'm getting, everything like that. So keep sharing it up, subscribing, really appreciate it. So see you in the next video. Make sure you like and subscribe, pass it on, tell a friend. You guys are the best.